Welcome back. Now we shall learn how and why to manage environments and packages in Julia. And we will briefly touch on how to check for and use any site-installed packages. In most cases there aren't any, but on Bianca there is. Packages, what are they? They are pieces of software or pieces of code to be used by your scripts or by your interactive sessions as they are, or in a modified state. Uh, you can use one package at a time, or most often you will use several packages in combination to create a toolkit customized to your task. Packages allow us to cooperate on code that can be useful in several places or for several different tasks. Environments, then, are sets of packages that are available for use simultaneously, and if all is right, they work together. And this is the why of environments. You use them in order to have a set of packages that are the right set of packages for a task, and to make sure that you have a set of packages that work together. If you come from Python, you have likely seen that there are several different ways to deal with this. For instance, conda and pip. The situation can be described as several ecosystems of packages, where some of them are available in one system and some of them are available in another system. You may have come across the term dependency hell, or had a taste of it, or had far more than you could stomach of this. Julia comes with a great system for environments and packages included from the get-go. As a result, there is essentially a single ecosystem of packages, and the dependency hell is just about eliminated, as close to eliminated as it can be. Julia environments are defined by two TOML files, project.toml and manifest.toml. We'll learn more about these as we go, but the great thing about them is that if you include project.toml in your version control whenever you want to recreate your environment, and you include manifest.toml when you want to get perfect reproducibility, you get this with minimal effort. To get started with the Julia Package Manager, we will now turn to the Julia documentation and use their tutorial, so we'll follow this link. As it says here, what follows is a quick overview of the basic features of PKG. We will expand slightly over this tutorial in this session, but only slightly. The most convenient way to use PKG is with the REPL that comes inbuilt and as part of the Julia REPL. As it says here, enter the PKG REPL by pressing right bracket from the Julia REPL. So we will do this. We will open our terminal where we have loaded Julia, and we will press the right bracket. And that gets us into the PKG REPL mode. As it says in the greeting from Julia, type question mark for help and type right bracket question mark for PKG help. This is good advice, and we will follow this advice. We type question mark, and here we get a full list of the commands that we can use here in the package REPL mode. It says, welcome to the package REPL mode. Commands, activate, add. We will go back to the tutorial and see what to do. Oops. It says you should see the following prompt. We saw that prompt. To add a package, use add. We will try this. Add example. There is in the Julia registry an example package that we will add. So we say add example. And tab completion probably works. No, didn't. It says updating the registry. It says updating the environment, the project.toml file, and updating the environment and the manifest.toml file. And example has been added. After the package is installed, it can be loaded into the Julia session and used. It says here import, but since we're doing this interactively, we recommend using instead. So using example back in the Julia mode. Using example, and now we can use example.hello. That takes a string. Hello. We can also specify multiple packages at once to install. We will try to add JSON and static arrays. Back to the package management mode. And we say add JSON and static arrays. That takes a little while, and it has a step here with pre-compiling packages. As we mentioned before, Julia has a special compilation model, and part of that is that some things get compiled at install time. Things that the package manager decided make sense to install at compile at install time. The status command, or ST as a short alias for status, can be used to see what we have currently installed in the active environment. Let's try it. We have example, JSON, and Pluto and static arrays. I had added Pluto to this environment before. To remove packages, use RM as short for remove. So we will try this. Remove JSON and static arrays. Remove, I'm going to remove example as well. JSON. Here, tab completion works very well. Status now, only Pluto left. Up is short for update, to update the installed packages. You probably do not want to do this in project environments, but here I will try to update Pluto and see if I have any updates for that. Oh, I do have updates for Pluto. And that takes a little more to pre-compile. I will leave it to it and get back to the tutorial. Here, which also has an example where they have the example package that's version 5.1 and got updated to version 5.3. I did not have Pluto updates really. The updates were some dependencies. Graceful PKG and Malt. I do not know exactly what those are. Dependencies of Pluto. For more information about managing packages, see Managing Packages section of the PKG documentation that you can find by following that link. We will not go into it now. We will now go on to environments. Let's set up a tutorial environment so that we can experiment with this. The package command is activate and then the name of the environment. So we will type activate tutorial. This gives me a tentative path wherein the environment will be placed, but it may be noted that as of yet this path does not exist. This will be nothing. It will start existing once we add something. We will now add example. This will create the project and manifest file in this folder. And if we do that again, now the two files are there. We can also see that the prompt tells us the name of the active environment so that we know when we're in the package REPL where our package commands are relevant, where they are doing something. The at version 1.10 here is my personal base environment for this Julia version. As we've seen before, we can ask the status of the active environment, and this command status will give us the path for the project file that defines the environment.